What's going on, guys? It's Jose with Jay's Mobile Auto Glass. Hopefully this video does help you guys out with this job. For those who are a little bit intimidated while they're arriving to it and have never done one on the Mercedes, it's actually a lot easier than what you guys are actually know. So don't be too intimidated. I thought it was a pretty easy job. One thing I did do at the beginning of the video, I did remove the switch, the window switch. You do not need to remove it. Just locate the two torque screws. I think there were 25 or 30s. Underneath the handle, and then the panel will pop right off. So just ignore me taking off the window switch, and you'll be fine. Also, at the beginning of the video, I said I ordered both windshields. Please don't roast me too much in the comments for that, guys, as I don't know why I said that. I hate when customers say that, so I don't know why I made that mistake. Another thing, I did have a wire pop off one of the harnesses where the little module is. I'm not sure how. I wasn't too aggressive on it as I felt, but things happen. I did end up popping out the female with a little paper clip or a poker I had. I popped out the metal harness and was able to rewire it and rewrap the wire into the little metal harness and pop it back in place to make sure it was functioning. Other than that, guys, hopefully this video does help you guys out, and let's go ahead and get started. Make sure you guys subscribe as well and leave a thumbs up if it helped you out. Thank you, guys. 250 Mercedes 4MATIC. Right off the back, I'm going to show you guys how to do it. On my first rule, which I should have done before, was grab the correct glass. We actually ordered both windshields. So, because the guy said he kind of confused us saying passenger rear left. Anytime you say the word passenger, it will automatically mean right side. So be very careful. This says left hand right here. Always be very cautious too, though, because sometimes other shops will order both and make a mistake. So if we look at the glass that we have right here, we notice that there's a hole, and which means it will be a latch-on style. And this is, oh wow, this is actually this is not, well, actually, let me see. The letter should be, okay, so this one's gonna have letters in the front. So this is rock back. It confused me a little bit there. Always check your glass to make sure you have the right hole. And by the looks of it, we do have the right hole, see? So it looks like we're good on that. So size-wise, we are fine. We're gonna set her kind of back here where she'll be fine. Another thing to note, you always wanna make sure of any previous damage, any scratches on the frame, on the door panel. Make sure there's no scratches on there, and also on the outside, no scratches. If you can, try and find out how they broke into the glass. And by the looks of it, they might have hit it. I don't know if they popped it right here, if they popped right there, so I don't think so. A little bit of a hair standing right there, so always document when it comes to a break-in, just because you don't want to get blamed for scratches on the clear coat and any of that. All right, so right off the back, let's see how we take off this panel. I'm gonna assume, being a Mercedes, don't let this get into your skin, guys. Don't get intimidated because you're working on a luxury vehicle. Just treat it as anything else, okay? Confidence will take you a long way. As always, feel her up. I think when it comes to rear door panels, there are typically less screws than the front ones. So that being said, I'm gonna assume this little cover comes off. If you can, there might also be YouTube videos on how to remove the panel for you. Not sure if they're doing regulator work or something, but it always helps that people do that. So right now, I'm gonna play the guessing game and try and figure out what comes off and what doesn't. This definitely does come off, the little switch, but let me grab a panel. All right, guys, we are back. We're gonna use a few fiber tools, a little poker tool to get in between that stubborn areas. But right now, we're gonna try and use fiber tools to keep the vehicle safe. Let me make sure I'm recording. And we are recording, so we are good. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is there's a little opening right here. I'm gonna see if I can stick something in there. There we go. And we can stick something in there, but don't force her either. Take a little glance if you can in there. See what's going on. Don't ever force plastic. Plastic is not metal. You cannot unbend it, but again, we're gonna do our best to, so right now, it said no there. So what I'm gonna use now, I'm gonna use this little poker to get into an area where I can actually kind of right here in this little middle area, see if I can get in there. Always be very careful, because if you slide out, you can scratch it right there, and that's the last thing you want to do is scratch this. So now that I got it open, let me see if I can take a fiber tool in here. Again, don't be shy, guys, to look up some videos on how to do this. If I stop for some reason, I might look up one just to see how you take off door panel, but I always like to play the game. So right now, it looks like the panel's coming off without the switch, so I'm gonna see why, but I'm gonna keep going.
so far. There we go. Now it all popped off. So it did fight me a little bit and it looked like the switch wanted to pop off. So the switch was coming off. Had two little latches right here, which I might just take them off just for poops. There we go. Don't drop it. You can scratch it. Take that off. It looks like maybe it had already been replaced before. There's a sticker still on there, so I find that kind of odd. All right, now that we have this off, I do not see anything there, but look, because I took this off, I'm able to see that there's a hole right here, which it means 2 Allens right there, which is perfect. So I'm gonna say it's Allen 25 and I can go grab it. Okay, I'm back. So I have an Allen 30. I'm gonna try that first. And they are torque 30s. And again, guys, you have 2 of them, one right here and one right here. So we're gonna go ahead and loosen these bad boys up. And again, these Allen screwdrivers, you can get them in off Amazon. And behind me, I have my assistant doing a windshield while we're doing this. So, which actually makes it a whole lot more better. He can get started on that 1265 windshield over there and just move a little bit while I knock out this door glass to make a YouTube video. Again, I like these because they're magnetic. They're not strong, but still, they get the job done. We're gonna set these bad boys right here and there, okay? Now that we have these 2 off, I'm gonna go ahead and start the prying it off the panel and see what happens, okay? So let's go ahead and see. I'm gonna find, there's usually an opening where it will let you go in more easier than anywhere else. So find a little bit of a gap area. Typically somewhere where it's a little bit more hidden as well. But I do suggest using a fiber stick. There we go. So I was able to get in this little corner there. So now I'm just gonna wiggle it and see how much leverage. So only 2 bolts hold this door panel in it, guys. This one, there's no need to remove the switch. So again, that's why I always tell people wait and let me do it first before you guys jump into it. Just makes it more better. All right, there we go. Watch your eyes because that flung a little bit toward me. Now comes the latch style. If you guys can see right here, we have a cable. We're gonna pull this cable a little bit, the cover, to get to the cable. Now we have room to pop that up. Then we're gonna wiggle her up here. There we go. Now that's loose. Disconnect the speaker right here. There should be a little thing back here. If I can freaking get it off. Excuse my cussing, I'm just kidding. All right, so I'm gonna use this little poker to stab it right here and get it to loosen there. We have another guy right here, little white switch. Now we only need to disconnect from the main board here, circuit board. There's one, and then blue. And there we go. We have officially have the panel off. It was a very easy panel. We're gonna set this bad boy right here in the front because it's a Mercedes, and I mean, you guys can put it on the ground, but just make sure you put it somewhere where it won't scratch itself. Also, keep in mind there is glass on it, so be careful not to scratch the leather, okay? So, all right. Now, if you guys can see, this panel is held in by Torx. We got torque. I'm gonna say 25. We can test out our 30, but I don't see it being 30, and it's not. So it is gonna be a 20, 25. Other than that, the speaker does not seem, I'm gonna assume that the speaker is held in by, I don't know if the speaker is actually bolted in or glued in or what. So I'm just gonna keep progressing and take a look at it from the back. Might have some screws. We do have the access point right here where the switch, where the latch is. So our biggest issue is gonna be vacuuming this bad boy out. As always, I always forget to put the grommets. So here, let me fix my camera angle so y'all can see. I always forget to do the grommets. So the grommet was right here. This little thing again was you have to pull this back so you could get it to go over. This has little 3 biters, and you just pull one up and it pops up. 2 little cables, 2 cables, and 2 on the motherboard there, and we're good to go. All right, let me grab my ratchet and a Torque 25 and take that panel cover off. All right, guys, we're back with our Milwaukee ratchet and our Torque 25. Should be 25. And there it is. Good thing is I don't see a way of you losing these because they're just falling around. Again, I'm gonna check my camera angle, make sure y'all can see everything. Drop the camera down a little bit. There we go. All right, now that we have the hole, I believe we have all the screws. Let's see how much play we have right now. I'm gonna look into the panel and give her a few little hits here, but we need to make this window go down, okay? Which will require us to get the panel back and connect some of this stuff back on it. So what we're gonna do is grab our cardboard and rest that panel on the floor without scratching that beautiful panel. It is a very nice color and all, so let's go here. See? There we go. We're gonna set this right here for a second, kick this over a little bit better, just so, and again, like I said earlier, I got my other tech over there cutting that one, starting on it, at least on the basics, so he can get that done. If we remember correctly, I think blue was on the top, or was it this way? That's why it's always good to remember where you take stuff off, guys. And there's only 2 of them, but and I can't really see that well. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm putting them in the wrong hole, my bad. My bad, guys. Blue was definitely on the bottom. And there we go. What the heck? One of the wires came out, but I don't know why. That's never a good thing. Okay. That's not really good. It's not really a good thing, but okay. Let me see if I can rest this like this for a second. Another reason why you don't want to tug on wires, guys, is because that can happen. I wish this car didn't take forever to start up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so our window goes up and down. I'm not sure what the heck that wire goes to, but we will have to fix it. Now, guys, something I really recommend, I know I'm kind of rushing a little bit because I want to help him out with what he's doing. Bang out as much as you can around here, gently. Don't fist yourself too much. Gently with the soft of your palm. Get most of this glass to go down. I'm not sure if this rubber will come off, and if you guys can see right here, you have it connected up there. So this is going to be a one-piece kind of assembly. I know this bar is going to have to be removed, and I'm going to have to check up here for rubber. So right now, I'm going to remove this piece at least. I know this piece will come off, or I'm pretty sure at least. There we go, and I was right. Be careful. I'm going to assume actually that this isn't going to be removed this way, and we're going to remove this this piece instead. So again, it's been a while since I've done one of these.
Molding off, right?
And yeah, take the molding off or use a pipe knife. Like I said, we got 2 things going on over here. So there we go. We're gonna remove that. There, wiggle this off. We're gonna wiggle him off here. It won't let me, so I'm gonna leave this. This one was gonna have to be cleaned by my hand with a little poker, which is fine. We have a torque 15 or torque 20 there. Let's see what it uses. Now that we have the door panel, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can remove this. And I can, so you have to lift it up and go down a little bit. You might have to also remove these clips right here with the pig's foot. Actually, no, not even a pig's foot. There we go, there's one. They'll wiggle up and down. And now we have plenty of access room to vacuum in there, guys. Look at that, perfect room of access. Check your regulator, again, to make sure everything's fine in there. We should not need to unbolt or bolt anything there. Now, I did see a piece of glass right here, right where that is. So I'm gonna try and get to it, but so far, we are good. We will have to come back to this wire that is ripped. And again, stressing this out is not a good idea, so I'm gonna go ahead and unstress it out and try and figure out what that connector went to. There we go. So you guys get to see me do a little bit more of a electrician style here, which is no biggie. We're gonna disconnect this guy right here. There's that one. There's that one. And as I said before, so you guys don't think I hide anything, because we all run into stupid issues. This connector came out of this little nozzle right there. We might be able just to strip this a little bit and just shove it in there and help it gain connection. So luckily it does tell it where it goes. So, and it looks like it's an extra ground, but make sure you guys fix everything the way it was before. You do not want to mess anything up on a Mercedes. Well, we did see our window go up and down, but God knows what it is. It might be for the speaker or something, so we'll figure it out. All right, so we have plenty of room here to vacuum. We're gonna take off that little panel cover. It's hot, guys. I hope everyone had a great fourth quarter with windshield. So let me go grab a Torque 15. It is a Torque 15. All right, we're back. We have our Torque 15. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Don't let it drop in there, guys, if you can. There's one. There's two. There's number three. Okay. Let me see if this little rubber one will come off, but I don't think so. Oh, it does come off. This middle one will come out, guys. So that's good. Makes a little bit less cleaning. The more you can start taking out, the better. I just don't know how much of it will actually come off. This one right here wants to come off there from the rear. I just don't know if it comes off from the front, and I don't want to over pull her. So I am gonna loosen it. Now this little rubber piece should here. We have to be very smart here. There should be a little there we go. Slides forward and wiggles up. So what it has, guys, is a little right here. It slides forward and goes up. Again, putting some tape on this to protect it would help. But as y'all can see, it's already pretty scratched up. So, but it wasn't from us, as y'all know. So now we have plenty of room to put the glass in from this side. Realistically, we don't need to remove anything else. I don't see why we would have to remove any of this portion. So now we're just gonna go ahead and clean the glass, clean all this little area, bring the vacuum over here, and just go ham from there, guys. So comes my favorite part. It's always cleaning. My headphones are starting to hurt, and my ears are starting to hurt from the from this. As y'all can hear, you guys need to listen to what you're doing, because it will tell you right away. Also, wearing glasses is not a shameful thing to do. Do not worry about someone making fun of you for protecting your eyes. You only get 2 pairs of eyes, guys, and they don't grow back. So wear those glasses or whatever you need to do, because like I said, it's your safety and being able to see at the end of the day is more important. Alrighty, there we go, there we go. The panel again, be careful, guys, please. As you guys can see, that is look at all this glass that's in there. It is very crucial to try and get all this glass out. Now, whether you remove this or this, I just think that removing that's a lot easier than having to worry about the quarter glass or the vent glass. So don't remove the vent glass. I'm gonna move this panel because it's really annoying me right now where it's at. Again, I have a broom, so I just want to move this out of my way. I actually find it, no, I'm not really too impressed actually. It makes sense. Mercedes uses Continental tires on their vehicles, because if not, then why? What else would they use? So, I mean, it's a luxury vehicle. They can't really go cheap on tires. So we're gonna use our fiber tool, get in there, kind of just blow stuff off. Having a compressor really does make things better on this one, but it's not a necessity. So look at all that glass right there in that corner. So most of our glass is in this little crevice right here, guys, as y'all can see. There we go. We got this really big, look at this big chunk of glass. Again, guys, you guys have to clean this all out. There's no worse feeling, and I did tear this a little bit, but it's okay. Now there's no worse feeling than having your customer come out when you're all done and they can hear and you're just like, why is this happening? Because it is very, very, very annoying when crap like that happens. I can still hear glass in here, but it's just this little glass shrapnel. Oh look, there's a big chunk right there, look. Double check, triple check. It is the most crucial thing about this job, guys, is checking that you clean all of this glass out. Also, being in the hot summer, make sure you're taking your water breaks. Don't overdo it, guys. Don't push yourself more than you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I did manage to vacuum out like almost, honestly, 85 to 80%. That there's the crevice. If you're doing this job, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. That crevice is so tight. I gotta clean here a little bit. I did not clean right there, so I'm just gonna wipe that all over there. So need to understand we're trying to get done and get home in an attic. There are weeping holes here. They're right here along this area. So make sure there's nothing clogging it. You must always reassure your customer that the little glass you left behind will fall out over time. Again, there are crevices that are really they're like this, and no vacuum tip can fit in there, guys. If you're using a pig's foot, I'm gonna tell you right now, be careful, or like some type of, I like to use the pokers to get in there, but if you're gonna turn the poker, you can puncture the outside of the body. Do not do that, or you will owe your customer a brand new door paint job in. That is the most awkward conversation. Don't ask me how I know, how I figured that out. I'd rather not tell y'all. But anyways, all right, here we go. We're gonna put her back in the panel. Go in there, go in there. So now that's back in. I'm gonna give it one more hit. Any glass that was in there. Also, while I had this loose, I did, oh, we didn't check how the speaker was put on this vehicle. Let's take a look at it, just for poops and giggles while we're here. So it seems like the speaker has something, oh, it's riveted. The speaker is a riveted style speaker, guys. For those who are wondering about your speaker on your Mercedes, if you want to upgrade it, you have to go take off the panel, remove the, probably a flathead and a hammer will take those off pretty well. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put the glass in here now. Because it's a latch style, I'm gonna leave the panel a little bit loose. I don't want to bolt the panel in. Leave things loose, it gives you more wiggle room to get in there. Will I take off the sticker now? Probably not. I'll take off the sticker later. Alrighty, I'm out of breath, it's hot. I've been a little stressed from work too, guys. I'm sorry I haven't dropped my Sunday videos, my Monday morning videos, but I will be back with that soon. I can't drop pod glasses if I'm not working, showing you guys how to do jobs. Anyways, so this glass does not nosedive. It just literally goes straight in. See what I mean? Just goes straight in there, guys. Beautiful. Now, here comes the tricky part, which I should have probably figured it out. Line it into that hole. There we go. We're in that little latch. You should hear kind of like a little notch. So you'll hear it. Yep, and now we're in there. I didn't hear it. I got so much traffic going on over here, guys, I can't hear very well. But we are, as you guys can see, we are in that latch. Okay, right now that everything's loose, put this rubber stuff back on it. It'll be a lot easier. Well, at least the rear one. I'm watching my technician. I'm teaching him how to express tool over there, which is one of the scariest things to do. We're doing it on one of our regular shops. We're doing the ship on one of the box trucks that they just have there, so it's a pretty good learning vehicle. All right, now the only thing now, we're gonna have to get this window to go down all the way. I might go ahead and put the whole panel back on and just tighten it, I don't see why putting the panel on would obstruct me from being able to put this rubber piece back on. So we're gonna put all these bolts back on, all these Torque 15s, I think it were. All right, and we're gonna put one up here. Again, start with your finger. Don't just start tightening them in. See, these aren't it. These are for the other thing, for the plastic trim. There we go. Now just do it by your hand. There we go. Again, always do by hand first, guys, and then go from there. Also, the video cut off a second ago. I have to make sure we're recording. I guess every 25 minutes it turns itself off, but I'm not sure why. That's really dumb if that's what happened. All right, we have all of them in there. Let's go ahead and just finish it off with our Milwaukee. What the heck? Oh, it's not Torque 15, it's Torque 25. Sorry, guys. If I can find my 25, it's in my pocket. This video today is brought to you by Milwaukee. Are you walking on the mill? I'm just kidding. How cool would it be if we got sponsors though? I'm missing one. Do not over tighten. Again, we are dealing with plastic. We're not metal. Please. Also keep in mind your glass. Make sure you got wiggle room. All right, we're missing one. Let's find her. I don't know where she's at. There she is. She was upside down. I don't know how I missed it either. Ah, sorry, forgot. There we go. Guys, give me 1 second. I hear stuff I'm not supposed to be hearing from the Express tool. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. I had to teach them about length on the Express tool. So now that we have all this bolted, I think. Yeah, we have all this bolted. I do have to go back and fix the panel clip tool. We're gonna get this window to go all the way down. Press the key, press this, hold it for a second. Oh, shit. Excuse my language. But I gotta connect the panel first. I might have to re-spin the motor. Again, this is the ground. I'm missing the ground cable back there. I gotta fix it, which I will. Sorry guys, I got a piece of glass that stabbed me in my finger and it hurt. Really, really hurt. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this window to go down. So this one doesn't work from here. I need to kick this. I'm gonna set her down gently. Actually, I'm gonna tell, hey Juan, can you put the window down, please? From the master switch, put the window down. Oh wait, yeah, go. Wait, move your hand. Press that button. All right, thank you. Yeah, you can leave. I didn't know I had the locks on this thing, guys. So now I'm gonna go down again, just until I can get to that bolt. There we go. So now we got access to this bolt, which is what I wanted. And now what we're gonna do is disconnect this stuff again. Again, I really don't know how that ground is working, because and I did not even yank that wire, which makes me kind of upset. Yes, I disconnected it while the vehicle was still in ignition on, but I'm actually pretty good at resetting all this stuff, so we'll figure her out in a little bit. That hurt. All right, we're gonna go ahead and turn her off. Oh, it was already, wasn't even on. All right, comes the reverse part of this. We're gonna slide this glass portion in here, get this going in here. There's a little hole right here where it goes in first. So then you're gonna wanna just kind of wiggle. Just go ahead, me see if I can get it in. Again, it's gonna be backwards. It's gonna latch in here in the back first without breaking it, guys, please. So let me see something. Take your time, no one's rushing you. Especially if it's your last, this is actually our last job of the day. All right, so we can't go in there. So what I'm gonna do is get her to go like that. Go from the back, just kind of see if I can go. There we go. So I got it to go this way in first with the piece of the glass in there first. Now what we're gonna do is have access in there and get that latch right there. I'm gonna get this to get in there as well while I'm in here. Move this rubber piece. Oh, wait, the screws first. But the screws, there we go. Now we are in. We are in and we got access to the screws and we're gonna go from there. Now, again, these were Torque 15s. Should be in my pocket. Alrighty, I know there's another one around here too. So we'll find her. She's lost in the sauce somewhere, guys, so. Alrighty. Sometimes having that little screw set is really helpful, just because it does make things a little easier. I'll put the top one on because the bottom one kind of scares me if I drop it in there. Again, I really do hope everyone had a great summer quarter when it came to the glass. It's our busiest season of the summer, our busiest season of the year. There it is. I don't want you guys to think I lost it. So it's awesome when we can do our thing. Okay. Again, you're not over tightening it, you're just tightening it, guys. We're not mechanics tightening suspension parts. We're just snugging it, see? Nice and snug. And we're gonna fix that rubber piece now and go from there. Now, as I said earlier, I did tear this portion up here, but once I push it up, it should even itself out to where it should not be noticeable. And if my customer does notice it and we have to replace it, that's exactly what we'll do. But we don't hide things here, guys. And again, these videos are to help you avoid the mistakes that I make, which is what we go for, or even for my own technicians to avoid mistakes. Because not everyone knows everything in this auto glass and everything's always changing. So we just try to help each other out here, guys. Get that glass to go in there. A little bit of glass cleaner does help, so I might go snatch some. It's so annoying having to work with all those noises. There we go. I should have probably put that in the bottom first. There we go. Let me get some glass cleaner. All right, again, glass cleaner always helps. It's a miracle sometimes how much this stuff can help. Again, lean this back. There we go. There we go, look at that. Look how much the difference. I was struggling a second ago to get her in there and I just had to use glass cleaner. It's always amazing, guys, how much, if you just take an extra step to do what it can benefit you. So never just be lazy not to want to grab that extra tool or something. What we are gonna do is get this to pinch over now. Get this rubber lip right here to pinch over. I hate when these doors fling around with me. There we go. As y'all can tell, we are in. We did not tear that right there, so that did not tear. We know what we tore. And now we're in. All right, realistically, the glass is ready to be put back in. The panel is ready to be back in. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that little wire issue I have, and then I'll be right back, guys, okay? All right, guys, we are back. We're gonna put the door panel back on, connect all the wiring. I finally fixed the little ground right there. So we're gonna put her underneath. She actually went like this. Make sure we give her some slack. Now, for the first time ever, y'all are gonna witness perfection. I'm gonna put the rubber grommet on. Very, very funny thing I always seem to forget is the stupid rubber grommet. Okay, also if you remember, you pulled off some these little things right here. I don't know if you guys can see. We did yank these little things out to get leverage, so just throw them back on right here. Just push them back on. No biggie there. All right, we're gonna lean this glass like this. connect all these little connectors. Just connect little by little. Take your time. Remember, I mean, there's literally only one place where all these can go, so as long as you can remember where they go, which I think I forgot already, so I don't even know where some of these go. We connect this bad boy. Surprisingly, that one only has 2 wires in it. Wow, 3 wires? 3 wires. All right, let's find where this guy goes. Where did this guy go? Hold up, let me see. Oh, this might have gone to the switch, maybe. No, the switch is right there. So I remember this one was giving me a pain. This was a pain, but I just don't remember where it was coming from. I'm gonna feel really dumb in a second once I find where it went. I don't know, I'm starting to cramp up too, so give me a second, guys. I'm trying to remember where the heck this one went. Oh, it's right here on the stupid speaker. I'm dumb. Alrighty, now the latch, which is the most important thing and the most embarrassing thing to forget. Again, same thing as before. You're gonna pull this little cable till you have metal, then you go from there. Take a look in here. Look, see, we still got glass in there, but we'll grab that once we get the panel back on. My AirPods about to come off. So now that we're there, I'm just gonna kind of get her shoved in there. Palms is your best friend. Before I keep going, I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum that. There we go, it's all gone. Okay, now that we have the panel on, there is something we did not do, and I'm gonna have to do that real quick, is get these clips off. So, if I can, I'm gonna grab a pig's foot and take those off. I'm gonna actually steal it from him over here. I think he has the pig's foot here somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Always leave tools where you can see them, so you never forget them. Ow, my hand just hurt. Okay, grab it, go in there. There we go. We got her off. Throw that just there for a second. All right, guys. There's one more. I just saw it. I thought I had 2. I was like, I knew I had 2, but I didn't know I still. There we go. I remember it was 2 we had to take off. So make sure you do that before I forget, before you forget like I just did, so. Okay. Okay. Now if you guys can see, there's a little bit of dirt mark there with some orange scrubs. We should be good. We have the switch connected there. We fixed everything. I'm gonna go ahead and push her back up. Get her nice and in there. I'm sure she's in there. And she should be fine. Okay. Now we're gonna get these 2 long screws back where they belong, and the job is complete, guys. I say overall, maybe like 45-minute job. Again, these were the 2 only holes where it had. These things are so effing long. There's no way I'm still screwing. Oh, there we go. Sometimes you have to push it in there, guys. There we go. There's one. All right. Now comes the important part. Let's test her out. Oh shoot, there we go. The switch wasn't in all the way. There we go. All right. Now comes the important part, is testing her out, and then of course the last part is vacuum. We're gonna turn her on. Car's turned on, beautiful. Always from the master switch is more important. Let's give it a test first. Now, if you could hear, we did hear, but might just be a little bit left. See, automatic down, always show your customer without your hands being seen. If there is a little bit of glass still left, it will fall down, guys. But you can always just take another look in there, stick your finger in there. I know you might get a little cut here, but again, it shows that you care. And you guys saw that I was in here for quite some time. Now we're gonna do the automatic up. Automatic up. If it drops down, we're gonna have to reset it. And we're good. We didn't have to reset it. If it does have to be reset, come to the master side, up, hold it up, go up and then hold it for about 10 seconds is what I would say. If you're having issues and you can't get it to reset with going up and going down, take the panel off. Sorry about that. Take the panel off, get the motor, take it off and just let it free spin for a little bit. That will 100% reset the panel. Guys, this is how you do a Mercedes GLB. What year is this bad boy? 2021 Mercedes GLB rear driver's side door glass. Same process for the left and the right side. So do keep that in mind. I don't know why that window's down on that side. If you have any other questions, I hope I didn't miss anything, but this whole video should explain to you. Just make sure you vacuum, you broom, clean the window, and you guys are good to go. All right, guys, have a good day. Take care. Bye.